I'm going to answer the question, are we overhyping 5G? I will say a lot about 5G. I must admit, I can't promise that the current Man United team will actually be any good, but I'll talk about some of the things the technology can deliver. So it's been hard really to escape news and commentary about 5G over the last few months. There are many bold claims about what it can deliver, from download speeds of over a gig, transformation of sectors like gaming, energy, transport, and a massive range of views of what it can deliver for the UK economy. All of this, and there are only a handful of handsets actually in the market today. So I'd like to share my views, separate the reality from the hype, and give my own predictions of what 5G will deliver over the coming years. But before I speak about 5G, it would be remiss of me not to talk about the pivotal role that mobile is already playing in our society and its importance to the UK economy today. Once a nice to have, mobile has become a necessity for consumers and businesses alike. It's no longer just a phone. We bank, we shop, we watch content, and we do business on our mobiles. In fact, it goes a long way beyond just person to person. For example, Transport for London, they rely on mobile to manage their timetable and ensure their buses run on time. And Uber, that's their key platform to reach and connect to their customers. Mobile is pivotal to modern life and the economic success of the UK and Europe, and we believe it has even more to offer. Data on our O2 network is growing at 50% every year. That's the equivalent of building an entire mobile network again from scratch every 2 years. So we're certainly not standing still. We have invested over £2 billion in our network over the last 2 years to deliver better connectivity for our customers and paving the way for 5G. In the consumer world, so what can 5G do? In the consumer world, it will supplement rather than replace today's 4G networks and radically improve capacity and reliability. Of course, we've heard of promises of much faster 5G speeds. Some predictions say 1 gigabit. In reality, it's likely to be about half of that, about 500 megabits a second. But we shouldn't complain. That's about 10 times the experience we have today on our 4G networks. It makes the next generation of mobile connectivity competitive with even fibre optic networks. Better AR and XR, which I'm sure we'll go on to discuss, downloads of high definition video, and near instantaneous response. But 5G is more than just connectivity. I believe it has the potential to transform every sector it touches, from transport to energy grids, from manufacturing to social and healthcare, and from education to entertainment. But I'll come on to that shortly. You will hear operators talk about 5G. They may focus on how they are rolling out their infrastructure or using their radio spectrum. For our part, we're rolling our 5G network out this year, starting in the four corners of the UK, Belfast, Cardiff, Edinburgh and London, with other areas to follow in 2020, along with the wider availability of handsets. We've recently announced a heads of term agreement with Vodafone, our network partner, to extend our network sharing agreement to include 5G. This collaboration will benefit millions of customers in bringing 5G to them more quickly than it would be if we did it alone. But I believe that technology should not be introduced for technology's sake. Customers and businesses don't buy base stations or radio spectrum. Rather, they are interested in experiences and solutions enabled by technology. I mentioned the benefits 5G will bring customers. However, I truly believe the bigger opportunity is how 5G can transform businesses and organisations right across the UK. For example, health. In years to come, we won't need to visit a doctor's surgery. In fact, research experts Juniper suggest that the NHS could benefit as 5G frees up over 1 million GP hours through the use of video conferencing and real-time remote monitoring, helping to diagnose problems straight away. Cities and households will benefit. UK councils will regain almost £3 billion annually thanks to the introduction of things like smart lighting and smart refuse collection, as well as improved social care. Meanwhile, cities will increase their livability through the reduction in road congestion and rail delays. Manufacturing. 5G will offer manufacturers the chance to integrate intelligent mobility into their factories and truly take advantage of such technologies as automation. The opportunity for businesses and organisations is driven by the characteristics of 5G. 5G is not just another G. It not only facilitates mobile broadband, it's ultra low latency and the ability to connect millions of things at the same time opens up a host of new opportunities. Let's start with latency. The latency on 5G round trip is about 50 milliseconds. The fastest rate a human appears able to process incoming visual stimuli is about 13 milliseconds. But reaction time is much higher. Some say that fighter pilots and Formula One drivers have a reaction time of between 100 milliseconds and 120 milliseconds. There is a reason why sprinters in athletics are deemed to have jumped the gun if their reaction time is less than 100 milliseconds. 5G promises latency of 1 millisecond. Think about that in the context of 5G supporting connected and autonomous vehicles and how much quicker information can be transmitted. We recently announced our 5G test network will power the connected and autonomous vehicle testing at Millbrook Proving Ground for 12 months as part of an agreement with Auto Air Consortium. The test bed aims to give developers of connected and autonomous vehicles access to 5G testing capabilities in advance of mobile network rollout. It will simulate the effects of high-speed mobility on transport such as cars and trains to assess 5G handover capacity and download capabilities for consumer applications. And the low latency, high capacity of 5G allows for the real-time transmission of large amounts of data, including 4K video, to support intelligent transport systems, helping efficiently manage future vehicle traffic flow as well as in-car and train entertainment use cases. We're also working with Bosch to test 5G to enable preventative maintenance in factories to help improve their productivity. We have 100 remote sensors that have been installed on factory machinery to measure key indicators such as sound, temperature and humidity to help engineers more accurately predict when a machine is heading towards a breakdown and will need repairing. An ultra-fast, low-latency network enables engineers to react instantaneously to minimise factory-wide and production line disruption. As part of O2, as part of the Worcestershire Local Enterprise Consortium, working with a company called Mazak, is helping to test the use of mixed and augmented reality headsets to improve efficiency of frontline field workers and maintenance staff. Thanks to 5G, field workers will be able to share live HD video with a specialist in another location and receive instructions via augmented reality in real time, which will significantly reduce repair time. One of the key points, if not the key point I want to make today, is that 5G to be a success, we need to work together. And in that I mean mobile operators, government, local authorities and communities, and businesses. It is essential that we set out on the right path and establish the ecosystem for 5G that will enable it to flourish and deliver the benefits promised. 5G will require a network 5 to 10 times the size of the network we have today. And the cost of mobile networks is directly proportional to the number of sites. So operators will need to work out how to make a return on this investment for 5G to be a success. That's why at O2 we are working with a range of partners to help shape the use cases and drive the benefits that we all want to see from 5G. Our ambition in the UK is to build what we are calling the 5G economy in partnership with British business. Our call out to the FTSE 100 in July of last year has led to leading UK businesses as well as many of our large customers across construction, retail, transport and utility sectors partnering with us to explore innovative 5G use cases ranging from private networks to asset management and tracking. And to ensure we're not just working with large businesses, we're creating 5G innovation spaces across the UK, including in our Wire a Startup Accelerator Academies, to provide 5G test environments for those ideas we just haven't thought of yet. Mobile and the mobility it enables is already woven into the very fabric of modern life, more than any other technology. It is the invisible infrastructure that keeps countries moving. But as I've said, I see technology not as the solution in itself, but rather the enabler to a solution. It is important not to roll out technology for technology's sake. Customers don't buy technology. They want outcomes that satisfy their needs and objectives. Has it been overhyped? Well, customers will get faster speeds, but I do believe bigger benefits will be realised by organisations. It represents an enormous opportunity to create a very clear difference to the way our vital transport, energy, healthcare and retail sectors will operate. If implemented properly, 5G will play a key role in how countries develop over the next few decades. But it is only by collaborating together with our partners, stakeholders and customers that 5G vision will become a reality. If we get this right, 5G could ultimately have a bigger impact on the way we live than any technology since the introduction of electricity. Thank you.